What's good, Odison MC fam? If you don't know who it be, it's your boy RDiss, bringing it today, all day, stirring up that sauce. We about to stir it up, y'all. Where the traffic stop? Doing some of these traffic vids. I'm loving them. I have a lot in the vault. I also have one where I have a police officer. I'll give you his avatar name. Tragic Hero. He's usually in the comments. When I do a jelly roll, he did a reaction of me doing a reaction of jelly roll. So now I got to do a reaction of him doing a reaction of me doing a reaction of jelly roll. But that was supposed to drop a while ago. I'm going to hold on to that reaction. This is why. I think that reaction deserves a lot of views and a lot of respect. And then when I started doing traffic stops, I'm like, wait a minute. What would be cooler than me doing that reaction? So I'm going to wait till stuff builds up, and I'm going to drop that reaction. So I got his permission. He's cool. He's cool as hell, man. If you ever see him in the comments, man, I mean, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't mind answering whatever question you got. Hopefully he's going to be in the comments on these ones. Hopefully he looks and he sees and he's in the comments on these ones, because I have a couple of questions for him, probably, you know, going through the video, because I asked him on the other videos that I'm going to drop whenever I drop them. Anyways, this is a traffic stop. Let's see what we got here. This is what does this say? It says cops pull gun on the wrong two kitty cats. On the wrong two cats. Joe cool. All right, Joe, be cool. If I'm doing this reaction, man, be cool. I'm doing a reaction of whatever you're doing. I don't know where you got this footage or if this is even your footage, but don't worry. I'm going to give you your props. I'm going to give you your credit. Joe cool, man. The original link to this video will be in the description below so you can actually watch the video, because this is just a straight up video. This is not a reaction. It doesn't say reaction in its title, so I'm assuming it's just a straight up video. So let's get it. If it's a reaction, who cares? We're just going to go with it. All right, let's get this, see what's going on here.
So we'll hang out here while the hot transmission.
TBD. Here comes TBD.
Really?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Them popos coming. Damn, they all the way out in the desert or something, it looks like.
Well, I was looking for a hose over there.
You know what makes no sense? Look at the Maroni's still in the window. That's the thing that has all the information when you buy it. That's a brand new car. And believe it or not, y'all, if it's brand new, I don't know, because I seen something in the window like they already put a radar on it. So I don't know if it's they just bought it or if they're dealers, you know, because, all right, so there's something called swap drivers. What they do is they swap cars. Like if there's a dealership that needs a car and there's a dealership wherever the hell, they'll go all the way to that dealership, bring a person with them. They jump in the new car because the one dealership will buy it off the other dealership and they'll drive it down. I don't know if that's what's going on here. It could be, because it still looks brand new. Still got the Maroni. And if the Maroni's not ripped out, they got to be something with the dealer, because you cannot drive around with that as a civilian, because, you know, it obstructs your view and you can get pulled over with that unless you have dealer plates. So I'm assuming they work for a dealership. So whatever's going on here, their dealership's going to know about it. Unless they own the dealership. Let's go. Oh, but the reason that I paused it was they look like they're broke down or whatever. A lot of times the dealerships don't fill them with gas, or when they get shipped, they don't get filled with gas. But they could have been just from the dealership saying, damn, I got to put some fuel in this because there's nothing in it. Because who fills it up is the actual dealership. They don't get shipped to you by the car company like that. Car companies do not want to spend any more than they already have.
So we'll hang out here while the hot transmission.
TBD. Here comes TBD.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, damn, that sucks. That right there is going to be an issue. The doors being open. That's going to be an issue. He closed it good. Smart. Smart. Because that's usually an issue if the door is open like that.
The ruckus, sir.
Did he call him a ruckuser? That's already not an attitude to take. I'm not saying it's just not an attitude. Ruckuser like that in your head. Don't get me wrong. I think worse than that of certain police officers. So I'm not all of them, because like I said, I got video on one that's the coolest mofo you ever gonna meet. Like, this dude is mad cool, and I got best friends that I went to school with that became cops. Man, I'm not saying that they're all like that. There's just like in any place, like in any job, there's there's assholes everywhere. But I just don't like when somebody. What bothers me is there's people like that. If they're in this type of position, it's scary. It's scary, man, because people with those type of minds, they could do some fucked up damage, bro. And you see it all the time on the news.
Goes.
Transmission's better?
As soon as he comes out.
It's all better now?
What?
Shut it!
He got his hand on his gun. He has his hand on his gun.
Come on up here.
Wow. He said, come on up here? What is he bugging? That right there. See, he took it out. He's taking it out.
Hey, the car's hot, man. I'm just trying to get some water on it. What?
He said, come up here. He started taking out. I would have thought, don't get me wrong, that right there, I mean, usually you don't tell a cop to come up to the car. That's a no-no, number one no-no. I don't care if you're doing nothing wrong, whatever. You just wait. Usually cops are usually used to you either grabbing your information to give to them, or you're just sitting there, shaking because, they're going to find something. But it's one of the two other reactions. Not come up here. That right there is making him think, something's going on over here. Let me protect myself. I'm by myself. So nobody could get mad at him for doing that. You know what I'm saying? Because for them saying come up here is when he did that. He did have his hand on his gun, but only did he disholster it when they said come up here. That is suspicious. Suspicious to me. I don't know why they would do that. I don't know if it's because the camera's on. They're trying to, I don't know.
Oh, wow. What the
Hey.
man?
Yeah, see, he pulls it.
Pull your gun
There's
out.
no
Yeah,
gun.
see?
Dickhead. What are you
Put your hands
doing?
on the wheel.
Me?
Wow.
Put your hands on the wheel. Put your hands on the dash. All
What are you doing with your gun out, man?
right,
There's
I'm
no
not pointing
threat.
at you.
There's no
Don't
threat.
worry about it. I'll tell you in a second.
Holster your weapon,
All
man.
right? You don't tell me what
He's
to do.
he's telling him to
Holster your
holster
hands
his
on the dash,
weapon.
keep your hands on the thing. I'm on the 911 call, all right?
Okay.
This dude's a trip. He said holster your weapon.
Because we're trying to get water, right?
Okay,
Is that
I don't know what
the
you're trying to do right now, but you're over here with the door open. All right?
Yeah,
I'm
we-
gonna
Take a
door.
piss and look at
I'm
the
Is it
hood.
illegal to have the...
All right. I feel everything they're saying. Why they act like this is the first time getting stopped, bro? Like, for real? We all know. I mean, I see cop videos all the time where, you see somebody end up getting killed or shot because somebody's, being belligerent, whatever. And then I see a bunch of comments. You should have listened to him. Why didn't you just listen to him? Yes, the cop was wrong, but you should have still listened to him. So it seems like everybody knows that. Like, don't be belligerent. Just do what the cop says. And like the Burden video, Burden had it where he had two scenarios. He had a scenario, and he's a white dude, mind you, like this, a white cop, white driver. I mean, it happens, and people don't think it happens, but it does. But so he got belligerent with him in one of the scenarios. He ended up shot on the ground. He didn't get belligerent, did what he asked him to do. He ended up in the back seat, but then after the cop ran everything and did his investigation, had him held up for an hour. It happens. He ended up letting him go, and he was free and on his way. And I love that video because it's true. I mean, it does suck, bro. It does suck. Don't get me wrong. Now, you're talking to somebody that doesn't have the greatest or even a relationship with cops. The only ones I have with is a guy named Tragic Hero that, he happened to react to something I was reacting to, and I'm going to keep that video, and I'm going to react to it when I do more of these videos and they start to get bigger because I think it's just something cool to throw in. But yeah, I don't have the greatest relationship with them. So I'm not sitting there sticking up for the cop whatsoever. I think a lot of them abuse their power. Not a lot of them, but there's certain few that do abuse their power and they take it a little too far when this is supposed to be a free country. I don't think we should just be able to, if we're just outside with our son or whatever and a cop pulls up, I don't think they should be able to say, hey, what are you doing here? Just because they got a chip on their shoulder. I think it's bullshit and a lot of them do it. I keep saying a lot of them. Well, it happens to me a lot. It used to happen to me a lot. Not no more. But I don't want to sound like a cop hater either because I'm not. But there are cops that just do this shit. But then there's people that act like this, and I understand why the cops reacting so it goes both ways. Assholes are assholes. How about let's just say it like that. It's just more dangerous to have an asshole with a fucking badge that could get away with it, all right? That's the problem. That's where the problem is.
Door open.
Cool, man. So calm down. Let's start over.
You put your gun away.
I'm not
calm
down.
down.
Put your guns away.
Don't worry about my gun.
Put
being
your
out.
gun
What?
away.
Our hands are up. Put your gun away.
Oh! He just tried to son him. He said, put your gun away. You know what that tone? Put your gun away. Like, boy, I swear to God, if you don't do that. He just tried to son him. Oh, my God. I can't believe that this cop is staying calm, man. That dude really just tried to son him right there.
It's hot. We have to leave it
I'm
going.
not
The
moving my
transmission is hot.
Okay.
I'm not moving my
Fair
hands.
enough. What are you doing out here?
Whatever I want. Am I breaking the law? I'm not breaking any laws. I need some water.
I feel where you're coming from, man.
You guys involved in that collision out
Stupid
here?
response,
No.
but I feel
No,
you
look
coming
like
from.
Males.
No.
Does it look like a
Federal
collision?
prison.
Take a look at the collision.
I haven't walked out
Facts.
there, bro.
Okay,
You guys
well-
weren't listening
well,
to me
then
as
do
I
your
was in the
investigation
car.
before
We'll
you
keep
start
our
the-
hands up here. You check the
I'm
car.
over here trying to figure out what the hell's going on. all
Okay.
right?
All
I
right.
gotta take a piss. That's
I
one.
All right, I see where both of them are coming from over here. Dude, you don't even know what's going on, but then again, he didn't get a chance to know what was going on because they're sitting there acting suspicious. But like, come over here. That right there, if you're an officer, I'm sorry, it's gonna ring bells because, especially, I mean, you don't understand a lot. They go through a lot of them have PTSD, man. They were shot at. They were this. They approached a car. They got a gun pulled on you. You don't know. And that's why you got to be very careful because you don't know. They're human beings just like us. And I'm not sticking up for the cops. Believe me, I'm not. I see where they're coming from. But at the same time, man, you got to look at it both ends, bro. You got to look at it both ends, no matter what color the the driver is or the cop is. No matter what color they are. You got to look at it from both ends, man. I'm trying to be fair on this one. I think right now, the cop gets a lot of credit for being cool. He didn't get a chance to look at the front because why is he going to walk right by them and the way they was acting? And they're acting even worse right now. They're being really belligerent. But I see why they're being belligerent because they're not doing nothing wrong. But the cop doesn't know that. So I don't know. I don't know which way to weigh it, man.
Dude, I'm not fighting away. I'm telling you exactly what to do, and you're not doing it. That's why this came out.
Facts.
I don't listen to tyrants, man. You got your gun pulled.
Tyrant? Oh, see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it does. We didn't pull a gun on you.
Yo, but we didn't pull a gun on you. Man, see what? Like, yo, you don't understand how much of me goes out to these two right here. Because I know how it feels, man. When you're doing absolutely nothing and get fucked with. I know how it feels. Oh, I know how it feels. I just want to knock that motherfucker right out. But you can't. Then I grew up and I learned you don't know what he went through or what he's been through or what he's going through. When you're acting like that, those are all aggressive actions, bro. Like, we didn't pull a gun. Like, you're being real belligerent. You're just not just shit. Let him do his talking. Let him do his spiel and get the hell out. But I get it. But at the same time, I get it because it's like, why does my day have to be held up because you want to decide to fuck with me today?
Okay. Listen, let's start over, man. What's your business out here right now?
All right.
Anything I
Okay,
wanna
that's
do, a
cool.
free
Let's
American
start.
citizen
See?
exercising any right.
All right. So the cop just said, let's start over. You never get a second chance like that, number one. You're lucky he gave you that. You're lucky he even just shut his mouth for that. He's saying, let's start over. So the cop right now, I give him a point. And I minus a point for the driver because he's like, yo, it is a free America. You're right, it is. But come on, he said, let's start over. Just asked him a question.
You weren't involved in an auto accident, right? now.
Why don't you take a look around, do your own investigation?
Okay.
How about this? Pursuant to the 5th, I don't need to talk to you anymore. How about that?
Fair enough, man.
All right, there
It
you
is
go.
what it is.
All right, he does have the right to do that, but
You do need to give me your license.
You swore an oath to the Constitution,
Your
right?
driver's license.
For what?
And
This is not a traffic stop. For what?
Huh?
For what?
Because I'm on what's called an investigative stop.
Then you
right?
tell me your reasonable, articulable suspicion, and I'll give you whatever you want.
well, I like the
Tell
way
me
he
what it
said
is.
that.
You
Yeah,
You guys are-
articulable.
Red car, 2 white males surveying the prison. All right, I'm out here on 911 call. I'm doing
All
an
right,
investigative
so
stop.
that makes no sense. 2 white males, civilian in the prison. Civilian in the prison. What the hell does that mean? There's a civilian in the prison. I don't get what that means. Maybe I heard that wrong. Let me bring it back. Civilian in the prison. Here it goes.
Fair enough, man.
All right, there you
Here's
go.
what it is. You do need to give me your license. Auto accident right now.
Why don't you take a look around, do your own investigation?
Okay.
How about this? Pursuant to the 5th, I don't need to talk to you anymore. How about that?
Fair enough, man.
All right, there you
Here's
go.
what it is. You do need to give me your license.
You swore an oath to the Constitution,
Your
right?
driver's license.
For what?
What does that matter?
This is not a traffic stop. For what?
Huh?
For what?
Because I'm on what's called an investigative stop,
Then you
right?
tell me your reasonable, articulable suspicion, and I'll give you whatever you want.
Okay.
Tell me what it is.
So you
I
guys
like
are-
that, though.
Red
I
car,
do.
2 white males surveying the prison. All right, I'm out here on 911.
Oh, 2 white males surveying the prison. Got it. But what do you mean surveying the prison? I mean, I do get that, but yeah, but I get what he's trying to say. He's out there trying to see what they're doing there. They got a camera. That does make sense. I mean, I get it because my father broke out of prison, and I know. I get what, I mean, he didn't have nobody on the outside, but all right. So, I get why he's checking them out. You know, somebody must have called and said, listen, there's people with camera out there. All right. So now you guys have to understand they got a call. They have to check up on y'all. That's just, I mean, at that point, it's no longer you swore an oath and this and that. Yeah, he swore an oath, and he swore an oath to protect and serve. Right now, he wouldn't be protecting if he wasn't doing his job. Now he's actually doing his job. Okay, at first I thought he was messing with them.
Stop right now, okay? So, haven't had the chance to talk to you.
Was there a crime? Is cameras a
There's
crime?
possibly a crime, all right? So I need your ID.
You got to figure out if there's a crime first.
Do you have
Lawson.
articulable suspicion?
458.
Can you articulate your suspicion that we've committed? There's no crime, man.
Hands are
Come
up
on.
here.
I get why they're
we
mad,
ain't
though.
moving.
I do get why they're mad. They're not doing nothing
You can do
wrong,
whatever
and
you
they
want.
weren't doing nothing wrong.
You're above the law.
And they weren't surveying the
Our hands
prison.
up here. We don't want to get shot or nothing.
Had nothing to do with the prison.
That's not cool, man.
Yeah,
What?
that's
Your
not
gun.
cool.
That's
Coming
not
up with a
cool.
gun.
R. Olson, what's your badge
You thought
number?
there was an.
102.
So you're saying you thought there was an auto accident, and so you came up with a gun?
Where's my second unit?
Where the true? Where the hell the where
Auto
the auto
accident.
accident?
So you
come
thought
from?
there was an
I heard
auto
him say
accident,
surveying
so
the
you
prison.
came up with a gun.
Get your hand off my car, man.
What? Why you
Get
doing?
all the way off.
He said, "Get your hand all the way up." Did he take it off? No, he didn't. He didn't take it off.
Second unit has got to be 40 minutes away.
I'll laugh if he goes, "Take it off."
Pat, pat. The cops, because I'm looking for a hose ticket to get some water.
I'm code for it. Can I get you 10 answers?
That's what it is. That security guard over there.
Yeah.
Yo, bro. I'm in total agreement with you guys' frustration. Don't think I'm not. I'm just not in agreement with how you guys are acting. I get it. Does it smell like bullshit? Kind of, if he said something. I mean, but at the end of the day, bro, just... see, it's a tough one because... it's a free country, man, and it sucks. And there's at one point you get mad and sick of it. But the way you two are acting, it's like this is your first time. I could get... This is why you do see a lot of minorities in these situations, because they're sick of it. They're sick of it. You're sick of it, and this is your first time. And I'm not trying to make this a race thing. I'm just saying, bro, like you're acting like this is your first time, man. And I don't know, man. This is just, it's hard to say, man, because I see where they coming from. But I 100% see where they're coming from. It sucks when they say they pull you over for a fucking thing, and then all of a sudden it switches that I pulled you over because of this, or I pulled you. It's like you just said because of my tail light, when I know damn well there's nothing wrong with it. But I get it. Believe me, I get it. I don't know. I don't know. Let's just watch it. Fuck it.
Hey,
Can you smell the? Can you smell the
you smell the
trans?
fucking car heating up, dude? Yeah, I mean, come on.
That cop is being calm though. I give him mad props because he's being so calm.
Taking pictures of the prison out here. Right now.
How he went
Doing lawful
from
activity.
Oh, so that's all you got? Is that you're saying now it's not an auto accident, but somebody took pictures of a prison?
I already told you what it is, man. I'm not
that's
gonna-
what he's been saying
no, you
though.
told
Okay,
him
good.
what it
is.
No, all right, so good. It's them saying the accident. I gotta go back because I heard him say civilian I thought that's what I thought at first, but he was saying surveying the prison. Got it.
So is it illegal to take pictures?
Here's what it is. All right, I had a crime. I have a report of a crime committed. Because of your non-compliance, I have not had an opportunity to investigate it. Okay, I'm gonna stand here with you. Once the other unit gets here, I'm having them stay with you guys. I'll continue on my investigation. All right. Did not expect to run into a red car with 2 white males surveying the prison as I'm on the way to the exact call that I'm out here for. Okay.
Okay. Can you tell me
I can't be any more clear than that.
All right. All right.
So we'll just hang out.
So is the
We can
crime
start over? I respect you
All
guys'
right, all right.
rights.
He is being respectful.
Let's keep it clear. Let's
cool.
keep
I
it
never
right.
pointed my gun at you, but
All
I
right.
grabbed my gun out, and I'm by law more entitled to do that. All right.
Can I clarify one thing then? Is
Sure, go ahead.
the suspicion of crime is it an auto accident or public photography? Which one?
That would be hit and run, actually.
Okay, so an auto accident.
Okay.
Well, not just an accident. It'd be a hit and run.
Okay,
It's
okay,
a
cool,
offense, yeah.
cool. So it has nothing to do with public photography.
Okay,
then.
so wait a minute.
Okay, because you said.
So what I'm assuming is he was on his way to go investigate. Now I'm getting it. He was on his way to go investigate a hit and run. He pulls up and then he sees 2, and this happens not to be the hit and run. It happens to be a guy with a camera, and I guess there's a prison right next to where they're at. And he's like, why these guys got a camera surveying the prison? And then they're acting the way they're acting is what's making it turn out to this. And I got to admit, the cop is being mad cool. If anybody says the cop's being a jerk, man, because he pulled up with because he pulled his gun out after they said, come here, because you can clearly see it. And like I said, I'm not a big fan of him, but I think the cop's being cool because even after the way they try to son him putting that away, man, usually that I think if I did that, man, that pistol would be in my face, man. I don't think it would have been holstered. And I'm not saying it for any reason. I'm just saying I've just never seen that. That's pretty remarkable for him to exercise that much self-control.
Surveying a prison.
You keep that thing out, man. I got a camera.
I'm just trying to clarify because
see, that's cool. He's a cool dude, man. I'm sorry,
it sounds like
man.
two separate things. Cool. Surveying a prison and an auto accident. I'm trying to put together what you're trying to, you know.
There was that lead up, and then there was an auto accident, and then there was a hit and run. Okay, so the crime itself is hit and run. Okay, but not just surveying the prison.
Now that we've de-escalated,
right.
can I put my hands down?
That
can I put my hands down now that
bullshit.
we've de-escalated?
Sure.
All right, thank you.
Like that?
Thank you.
Any guns?
I'm gonna keep my hands up here. I don't want
answer any questions. You can look through all you want from what you can see. I don't answer any questions.
You have to tell the others what got in the car.
Yeah, no, he doesn't.
Pursuant to the Fifth Amendment, I have the right to remain silent under anything. I mean, you
no, that's
Miranda versus Arizona. Come on, man. Come
you
on.
gotta know the laws, bro.
Come on.
Nobody's
Why
gonna
is this
tell
dude doing?
If there's a gun in the car.
No, nobody has to tell you,
Sir.
I'll keep my hands up.
Wait a minute. Go see James being a free man now. All right. Tragic hero. You do have to. I mean, I would assume you would have. They would have to tell him if there was a gun in the car. I would assume that. I mean, you do have the right to remain silent from any questioning, but I guess if there's a. I mean, I don't know. I don't know the whole thing with the gun thing. That's why I'm asking you. Can you put that in the comments? Do drivers have to tell you if there's a gun in the car when you're asking or whatever, or do they still have the right to remain silent? I'm pretty sure when you see the gun, if they didn't say anything, it's going to piss you off. You know what I'm saying? As a police officer, you chose the right to remain silent when you could have just said, listen, there's a gun right there, especially if it's legal. But anyways, yeah, that was a dope video. Let me see. Let me bring this right back because somehow I went ahead. No, it didn't. This was a dope video. It's cops pull gun on the wrong 2 cats. I don't know if that's the situation. Cops did pull the gun out, but I think it was warranted at the time. He didn't pull it out at them, which I thought that's what was going on, but he did pull it out, and it's understandable. They're like, come here. Kudos to them for knowing their rights. But there's a lot of scenarios you see in the news and all this stuff that people do try to exercise this. And I see in the comments all over, well, instead of doing that, what you should have just done is done what the cop said and this and this and that. In a situation like this, I mean, the cop was being more than polite, I think. And I think he exercised, you know what I'm saying? Think he exercised self-control a lot of times. Just because he pulled a gun out don't mean he has no self-control. I would have done the same thing. I would have thought suspiciously and done that. But I'm not a cop, so I don't know. Anyways, tell me what y'all think. Put in the comments. I mean, there's going to be a lot of y'all that disagree with me. Hey, what can I say? I mean, you know, but hey, that's your opinion, but I have mine also. And also, Tragic Hero, if you do see this, definitely put in the comments if that's something that, you know, you should know as a gun owner. You know what I'm saying? That you have to disclose, you know, you have a firearm and this and that when you're, you know, traveling with it. Anyways, the original link to that video will be in description below. That was Joe Cool that posted this. Cops pull over the wrong two cats. And go over there, check out his channel, get them views up. I'll be that boy RDissOrMcReaction. Peace.